So one of the things that I wouldn't say struggle because I overcame those, but I had to work throughout my whole time at the university. I worked like 35 hours a week at a nonprofit organization called Generation Justice, where I'm the associate radio producer. So I'm doing radio every week. What I really liked about the communication and journalism department is the flexibility that I had. I could take online classes, or I could make sure that I arranged my schedule in such a way that I could still work and get my work done at the nonprofit organization, while also moving forward and advancing in my degree.
One challenge that everybody, I believe, is facing is writing papers, and there's not a lot of quizzes. And writing papers is always something that I did not have much of a self-assurance of, so I would always use the tutor's help. The more I did this, the more I practiced, the more I gained self-confidence, but I still don't feel enough confident to write a master's or PhD to be able to write it myself. But tutors and teachers are always helping you. They're always giving you feedback. So that's why I chose CNJ, because of the amazing things I heard about the teachers there.
My challenges were the fear of how I can combine my academics with my teaching assistantship demands, in addition to having to take care of my family. However, with my own self-determination, resilience, and the unwavering support from the CNJ faculty and community at large, I was able to deliver in all these roles exceptionally. Yeah, there are many times that I had to rush into the offices of my professors or send emails, text messages, or calls, just needing their support in one thing or the other. And in all these times, I received the best support ever, and they helped me resolve whatever challenges I was facing at that particular moment.
I think the biggest thing is I have a hard time saying no to things, so I say yes to a lot. So I took on a lot. So time management ended up being very hard for me, making sure I get, of course, all the assignments in on time, communicate with teachers, amongst doing a bunch of other things outside of my academics. So I would say that was probably the hardest part. Just their communication with us is very good. They're very open about their office hours. I definitely took advantage of some of those. And I think just being able to email them and they get back pretty fast. I really relied on a lot of my professors and stuff and advisors, but mostly the professors is what helped me get through.
I was studying from home in California all 4 years. This is my first time really stepping on campus. I've been taking online courses with the Communication and Journalism program, and the biggest challenge was feeling isolated, not being on campus surrounded by my peers, and having to navigate being a college student from my home, from my room. As I mentioned earlier, relationships were very important to me. So going into my third year, it really hit me that I'm doing this journey on my own. I was able to rediscover again the importance of human connection and how people need people. Thankfully, I was also able to communicate with my peers through my classes. That was helpful in terms of making me feel less alone. The professors were very helpful in understanding of online students not having the support or the peers around them. So when I would reach out and I would share to my professors that I needed help with something, or that I just wanted to meet with them simply to get to know them, to see one another virtually, to feel a sense of connection. And I really appreciated that they understood the need for wanting to see one another.
They are always
And that's probably one of the biggest ways that they were very helpful.
amazing.